just restarted this so new that we haven't even put in a video capture source, have we? No. Let's go ahead and put in the Samsung. And nope, wrong camera. That camera right there, that's the Samsung. Stand right up my nose. Clean. Clean as a whistle. Clean as an Irish Spring. So, how are you? Me? Psychotic as always. Gotta keep it real. Real fucked up. Go to the HD cam. This one did that one. Say, hey, it's working. Roy, you're a genius when you're not a fiend. You're a regular rocket science dude, ain't you? Sure. It's got that fish eye. I don't really like the fish eye. Adjust the focus, no exposure, no video contrast use as you can, white balance, wherever I go is where I went, white balance, adjust the contrast, we got fucked up TV, that's right. Ladies and gentle spoons, Hare Krishnas and Wicklewackles. Okay. It says sign in to chat, but I'll message later. It's just signed in for the thing, I don't know. My deal is that I wanted to drum. Okay. I got some good drums going now. Go ahead and how's the volume going out? Probably not that loud, doesn't look like. Check 1. 3, 4 is going out. Is that going out? All 3. No, this is made out 1 and 2. So there's no reason to have that going 2. And filters. L2 is on here, but that's not doing shit. Oh, that's right, because it's going to bump the volume on this guy. Please forgive me while we work this out. Vocal. Let's try and put in waves. OBS rack. Let's see if I can get my new toy, the Vox Box. N-E-N-L-E-Y. Pass to be Q. I don't have the pass to be Q. I don't have any other ones. Dirty turd. What about the Avalon? No, of course not. Okay, I guess we'll just go with the RVox. Checking 1, 2. Buckle my shoehorn. Hello, de-do-de-doo. Do-do-do-do-doodly-doo. Well, howdy doodly, neighbor. Oh, shit. I'm all doing dumb shit here. Alright, well, I may need to adjust that. Checking 1. Now we're a little bit louder, aren't we? I forgot I was using that mic back there. as a room catching. I could probably pan it to the side a little bit to give it check one so you can tell the difference, but I want to be able to capture the room. Let me see if I can pan both of them. You know what, I'll send this to 4, check 1, and then I'll send this to 3. Nice. Now I just gotta... On my side. I just think it's really cool. I can switch over here. That's not even on. Channel 3 is not. Turn on. Channel 2. That's the one. So we can get this one back there. Pretty dope, right? And it's tucked away back there, so there's automatically a room. So I mean, and the way it's mounted, it can easily pop off of there and go and back to the studio and shit. It's really easy. Everything is, like I said, set up really nicely now. My lava lamp set ready to go. I've got that blue one over here. Fuck yeah, I forgot that. So, I think that one needs another bulb because they do the whatever, but it's all these little bubbles. It's just the little ones. mixing board's in, it's like everything is going back to the way it was. It's getting organized again. I forgot this too. I got an extra foot pedal because the line 6 only has one, and now that one's broken. But I could always replace it. Smarter than the average bear. On top of that, the FCB 1010 can handle an extra pedal. Now if it's an extra expression pedal, boom and chicky wow wow. I do want to get, there's another pedal that goes up and down, and oh shit, if I got another FCB 1010, I could daisy chain the two. Because they both have in and out. So just go in, then out of that into the in, and out of the other one into the fuck. That'd be a big old loop. And then I could hit to back and hit this motherfucker here. But that would free up the cable that's doing that. There's gotta be a way. Alright, so let's start and try some doing drums here, because they sound really fucking cool now. fine. Mighty fine. Wonderful. Got coffee, got some water. BFT just finished loading right there. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. It's a bit cold day in the neighborhood. Can't complain. Breathing is really nice. I can breathe pretty well right now. Got my guitar shit set up, all set up so I can, all my shit's routed. I've got empty spots, 2 more empty spots for microphones, those 2 stereo match pairs. Those can run to there. I can use them in here somewhere if I wanted to. You know, there's a lot of shit I can do with that split rack. I could probably set it up right there and catch all 4 of these, just sit back here and then move this over closer and just do all kinds of weird shit if I wanted to. Those 2 plus 1 more. The most I probably would use on any source would be about 4 mics. And that's probably like in the vocal booth. I'll have this one about here. I'll have a live, like a handheld mic that I'll be singing into. And then back beyond that, I'll either have another mic to catch the room or a stereo pair to catch the room in stereo. And that's even a bit elaborate, you know. It also depends on how much I divide the room to make the little echo chambers, because I can isolate, like right around back there. I just isolate that real quick and I sing there. And then any noise I make it loud enough, it hits this arch in the roof and then goes into the secondary echo chamber. And it's just this big area where this room is like a big sheet to deaden it. So it's just dead, and all this is just gonna be echo. Natural reverb and shit. And then take that and put that into here and then run it through like a studio. Like Ocean Way. Or just a fucking badass reverb. That sunset sound. There's the vocal booths, and yeah, I'm gonna start doing that from now on, like on the actual track, using the vocal booths from those 2 that I have. Muscle Shoal and what was the other one? It's my toes. I've done that for a while. It's weird shit like. I was riding the bus one day and I don't know, I was sitting there. Oh wow, that's weird. Okay, how many of them can I do that? That one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one a little bit, but that one real good. Flip someone off like, fuck you, man. I wish I could do on that. I didn't meet a guy who could flip you off with his toes. Holy shit, that was the funniest shit in the world. Because as long as he had his foot up like this, he's like, hey, Sean, look over, and it's the middle. And he wasn't holding him down. He just was holding the heel of his foot so he could see his foot better. And it's just like, move his foot. I'm like, I'm so fucking jealous. The only comes when you have to wear barefoot all the time. But you could get like 3, possibly 4 fuck yous and one. Oh my god. You know what? I got an extra one. I'm gonna go down the beach. Come on. Yes, sorry, Bob. So this is loaded. I'm liking the drums so much more. Fuck, am I doing the thing I was doing before? Yep. I'm liking the drums so much more now because I know how to mix them properly to get a better sound. Simone was 1000% right. I was loading good sounding drums, but it's kind of like with Easy Drummer. It's the easy way out. You find like an easy, good sounding drum set that's already sounds good without mixing, and then you just adjust the volumes, adjust the room mics a little bit, and you got a good sounding kit for your song. And you did nothing to it at all. I mean, you didn't really EQ it, didn't compress, none of that shit. And now that I understand that, I'm doing it, and it's like really fucking shaping it really nicely. It's something you really cannot do with Easy Drummer or Superior Drummer. Oh, actually, you can. They now have the natural sounds, but that's what I was thinking with BFD when it goes big free drums. If I could talk to like Simone about any of his packs coming up, um, do some pre-mixed. You know what I mean? At least have the not the kit pieces, but stress heavily on the preset factor, because if you can load a preset, then you can load your key map and all that shit, and it'll all just work together. But the main thing is getting the drums to be like sculpted out to sound good in like a funk mix, whatever kind of mix, and then especially he does the different tunings of the kick, and then he has it with the back on, the back off, completely closed. The one with the port in the back, in the middle, one, with it. Yeah, it's nuts, man. He does so much shit with this, and you can really, between the front mic and the back mic, you can really get the sounds you're trying to get, just like you would in any kind of recording. It's like having the real. That's what I'm noticing now. Some of my drums, the shit I'm doing now, I'm like, that sounds like it's not a VST in any kind of way. That sounds like a drummer playing drum set, which is what I've been wanting. Instead of, and then before it sounded good, way better than the drum machine. But so to me, that was a huge step because it actually was drums rather than the sample of this his actual kick and snares. And so that was such a huge leap that I really didn't care about tweaking. And I had to do all the other shit too. So hopefully this is not fucking doing weird sounds. It's got two different going out. Desktop audio. That's 3/4 says it's catching, so. I don't know. I had to uninstall and reinstall. They did a lot of new shit that it's never done before, even with the updates. They did like a calibration thing. I can't find my fucking. I wish I could get my plugins like Manly Vox Box. Fuck, that thing is great, but it's really great for it. It might be the CPU expensive a little bit, but RVox has been around for ever. Um, I've used Waves all the way back, like RVox and L2, and they're the similar ones all the way back to 2002, 3. Yeah, so me and L2 have been together for a long time. Same with C4 and RVox. So when I got a chance to get some of their plugins, I really didn't know what to do. I learned how little I knew when I didn't have those anymore, and I had to start over with all whatever, and I had to find like similar plugins to do that, and I just couldn't find anything like it. So I went ahead and bought those and other ones that I knew that I would use. There was a pretty good sale, and they kept having these fucking sale all the time because theirs used to be the number one, and it doesn't seem like they're just now kind of settling in the fact that they're one of the top, not the top anymore. Because there's Plugin Alliance is one of the top, and UAD is probably considered the top. But it is CPU expensive at times. But the sound is good. If I had like a hard crunchy machine, I would want the Apollo plugins because you can actually run your recording through that. Like it becomes part of it's a software it integrates with the hardware. So if you had like a Neve preamp, not only does it emulate that on the inside, as you're recording down, it goes through that, and you can hear it. It goes through the Neve console, and then goes to your computer with the hard recording of that down. Which is better? I really don't know. I mean, I kind of like the way I do it because it's just a digital dry signal, and I can add whatever kind of. It really doesn't affect it because it's just direct and the MIDI. And then if I want to run through a channel for that, like if everything else is running through an API, just run the BFD, have an API bus. I have SSL bus. I have a lot of buses that are just there to give that warmth to like two tracks that are at the same time. It kind of gives it a weird feel, an interesting feel, like they're just not in the same. I don't know. People like with sometimes in a real studio, you'll have like APIs for the drums, and then the person likes knee for the vocal. So they might have like 4 or 5 channel strips of knee for vocals and other things, and then for guitars they prefer SSL. So you got an SSL API and all in one rack. And I think that's going to be like the future if you're going to do hardware. But the real honest, I think this would be the best, absolute best thing to do. And that would be to design Behringer to design an audio interface that's like 4 tracks of a mixing board. Yeah. And it actually can do 4, but it's also a controller. Then you have an 8 and a 12. But with the 4, it looks like basically kind of a modernized SSL console. And so it's got all the knobs for for all the shit you need. And then there's 4 channels there. So when you load Neve, the compressor's all there, the threshold, all that shit's there. It's all one interface look. And so you can, tweak that shit all in one thing. Like the gain, all that stuff is there. And then it's up to you to load the control, what it could be controlled by. So turning your interface, turning your interface into an actual working system. It's not recording through that, but you can change. That would be really cool if we could change, if it had a tube inside, or a couple different kinds of tubes. Like it has like a 12AX, it has the 6L6, and then whatever, and it can change through the circuitry of those, like the 3, maybe even like a digital tube. They have digital tubes now that don't blow out and can emulate other things. If it ran through that digital tube and just, warmed up the sound, that would be really cool. And then the other tubes could actually, warm up for different things. If you had, Behringer had a plug-in, they could easily, like I said, you hit a button and it switches between whether it's activating a Neve, SSL through the 4. Like even if you could adjust the channel, the tone of the dry track. Just like a tone box and make it sound like, and it can also control. And it's also a mixing board all in one. And if that starts selling well, you'll probably hear people like, can you make an 8? Yeah. And then, don't fucking worry so much about the big 1632. Yeah, is the money there? Yeah. But those guys are going to spend like $5,000 on a board for a reason. And coming down to 3,000, it better be every bit as good as their 5,000. You see what I'm saying? You're kind of fucking yourself. So if you just stay with us poor people and just sold to us, okay, other people got their fucking money. I get there's, you're gonna have to just put out too much shit. You have to try too hard. With us, if it's like not the pro grade, but it's also nowhere fucking near close to the price, guess what we're gonna buy? No, we don't necessarily need 32 tracks. That's huge, trying to get the business of like, the big people. And that would come with time, because as the amateurs come into studio with Behringer gear, and they're not getting laughed out because they're like, that's how you got that fucking sound? Yeah, I got this Behringer tube going into Behringer, the V amp or whatever the fuck, and then that's going to the Behringer 412, and I got a Behringer V amp bass, and that's going to this power amp that goes into the fucking Behringer cab. Even make a drum set, dude. I'd be willing to work with them to make the drum set I'm talking about, but that one they're selling, it's only $200. The one I'd be selling, like the, not that great, but this quality with what I want to do on the lowest level. I want to do like 700 max, but it'd be like three toms, kick, snare. Each tom has four zones, and all the cymbals are triple zone with choke. Cymbal ride, hi hat. I would give another cymbal, and then sell like a little bonus, like if you want to buy extra toms and shit, and another breakout box. Because there might only be a certain number of ports in here. But if there's a USB to, I mean, not USB, MIDI, or even a proprietary cable, kind of like, from between the two. But MIDI works just fine. Put it in and out on this. And so you can just daisy chain this like 3 and 4 times. And so this one has the main thing. And then if you set the brain correctly, you can tell this, like, this is one. It'll, by MIDI, it'll detect and say, okay, I'm number 2. Oh, I'm number 3. Oh, I'm number 4. Automatically. And then adjust the MIDI notes octave accordingly. They'll just fall in line. And then you go out into your computer and then boom, put it out. Behringer, if you want to fucking make sure everything has MIDI in and out so it works better with stuff. And then eventually I've been seeing it in studios more and more. Even the ones on YouTube and stuff, the bigger names, they'll have the U Control or U Touch, whatever that is. I want one of those, man. It's so bad. There's the Euphoria. They'll have the Behringer Truths. Main thing is you gotta have someone come out with some quality shit and say, yeah, I did that with, Behringer bass V amp. I have the Behringer V amp 3, This doesn't have SpeedIF. That's the only reason I don't use it. I want to do that. It's got MIDI. So I can still hook that for this one right here. If that ever goes out, or if I, whatever. So I've got the Pod XT, and I got this V amp. But the reason I haven't gone, I got this, that one's got SpeedIF and that warp feature, which lets me create endless amounts. There's like, I don't know, like 20 or something like that. And then you can mix and match the amps to make different profiles. And then there's the same amount of speakers, and you can mix and match those and save those and warp them at different. Oh, it's fucking sick, man. And then, with SpeedIF out, again, I can just kill the speakers and then feed that into an amp sim system. Why Behringer did their V-Amp 2 Pro, why that got discontinued, I have no idea. They should have a V-Amp 3, do it in black, and then make it rack mountable. With the rack mounts can come off, so it can sit on a desktop also. Maybe even with like a stand underneath it, get it up off the desk a little bit. And, or yeah, like a little thing that holds, like a little clamp that goes into the rack so that it'll hold it up. Just get like even like that much, get off the table. And yeah, just fucking play to your strengths, really. Do a stereo system so that way you can run all the amps on there are fucking sweet. I could probably stand some new speakers, because they're not old, but I mean, IRs have come a long way. So just changing the IRs would probably be a huge bonus. Just updating the IRs so they're on there. And or when you sell it, have the VST. It should work inside of your DAW and connect to the outside. So as you're making adjustments there, it can make adjustments here, and or you can dial shit here and it'll change shit there. So when you hit save, it'll save it over there. And when you're done, that way with your sound you used in the studio, goes to the box, and you save it as the name of the song, and any other patches you use, the clean patch, whatever, that are in that song, go over in a package. And therefore, the stage guy fucking loves you because your sound is already pre-mixed for the bass, the drums, the vocals, and for this song. And so you just dial it up, and the clean's already dialed out. The mid, the crunch and the lead are already dialed. You just run 2 tracks to the dude. Bass, same way, just run 2 tracks. Well, and then you can make of course, the bass down to the center, but it's already kind of shaped that way, so that it's center, and it kind of widens around the mid, and then goes, like that. The drums being like BFD type thing, you save it onto either if you put like a flash. This is like 128 gigs here. 120 fucking 8 gigs. So if you could plug that into there, and if each one of these had 128, that's fucking a terabyte, isn't it? No. Yeah, right around 150. No, it's not, sorry. Right around like 500. I'm fucking stupid. So yeah, 500. So 150, 150, 150, 150. I don't know, I was thinking 250. I hate math. Shut up. So yeah, but think about the hard drive space. You could save on the brain is designed to hold one quality fucking kit and extra snares and kicks, because that's the main thing you change. The main thing everybody changes, and at least for that, you get one on the drive at a time. It's like a library. You can check them out, you know, or you can buy extras and have a hard drive of your own. Now, I'm not saying that 128 is the most they'll do, but imagine 128 in this one, 128 in that one, and if you had 3 more, it's a lot of extra hard drive. Each one of those 128s could probably hold 2 full kits and cymbals. So, that'd be a lot of kits, and then you'd only get the kits you want and the extra spare kicks. You'd only get the full kit that you want, like the 4 or 5, maybe 7 that you want, and then there's like 2 or 3 extra kicks. Like if they do have one kick, like Simone, he's got like already 4 kicks. He's got those, so you don't get any extra like kicks from the pack because it's already got 4 different variations of that kick. You can get the sounds you want, and it'll match the drum set, the toms and stuff. Like different snares, I can understand. You get like, he has several snares in his pack, so you could get like 2 of those, like the 5 that are in there. It'd be really cool. Going under the hood today, I found out that I'm only using 64 layers. It has 127. 127 velocity layers. Right now I'm only using 68, and I can't really tell that it's not, So that just goes to prove what I was talking about. I could probably even take it down to like 45, and I probably wouldn't notice. A better player, Matt Sorum, Matt Cameron, those types may notice. But if you had 64, I think they'd be like, yeah, that's cool. But I think 30 would be workable. So actually, probably about 20 would be workable. What I was thinking about, if you had the extra, if you took that 64, then you'd have more articulations that you could put in. And so 64 plus round robins would be fucking dope, especially at the 127 mark. Because when you're banging, there's only so far you can go. So just have several of the loudest you can hit on all of them. So that it can pick many different ones. It doesn't sound like a machine gun. It's like pop, 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 pop. I mean, it's not just going ta 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 ta. Yeah. So I'm sure probably like 7 would be enough. I could be wrong, but I don't think your brain would recognize that. And plus, you probably actually are playing different anyways. To load it all, so it can load the brush, the stick, and the um, other whatever mallet or whatever you choose, hot rods, um, just drop 30, like from the lowest to the highest, and then filler 30. So you have the other 60. Um, but even if you could do 20 across, all of them are loaded. You don't even focus on the ones that aren't, it can slide over easily, but it immediately loads those 20. So you have up to 20 of those. And then after it loads all those quickly, focusing on the one you're going to be playing, you're like, dun, dun, dun. And then it does another filler 20 and another. So that way it just gets more and more articulated as it goes. But as soon as you click over, you have a soft all the way to loud. The audience probably wouldn't know. The drummer would probably be like, yeah, it's still loading. Okay, second set, third set's in there. The audience probably, I had three on my drum machine, three articulations, soft, and regular, and hard. And I had to go through and program each hit how I wanted it. If I wanted, I couldn't just, it wasn't touch sensitive. It was slow and tedious, and I was begging for a kit like that. When I got my other kit, I was begging for this kind of kit here. I was like, oh, fucking continuous control, because everything I was doing, like I had to do the open and close hi-hat, just open or close, and but I was crunching songs. Holy shit, I was just fucking hammering them out. And then I got the continuous control hi-hat, and everything ground to a halt because then it couldn't record that. And I could probably figure it out, but I just kind of settled to get better. I can play, I can keep playing and programming, or I can just really kind of knuckle down, play a whole lot more. I've been wanting this kit, so why not just bang on it besides just a program and actually be able to play some of the stuff I program. And then if I do go to program it, I can go ahead and bang that out and I actually lay that down. And then if I find some places I fucked up, then that feels too common, just add some extra pieces, take some notes out. It's just weird shit. What time is it? 5? Holy shit. Fast drugs clock. How about that? How about them apples? Let's see. When was this? See. Yeah, noon. Noon was my last dose, so I'm like an hour past. I'm fine. If I was expecting company, that'd be different. No, like I said, I'm gonna get, I'm never probably gonna come off of it, but taking as little as possible. It just doesn't do much of anything now unless I don't use it for a while, or I use it a lot less for a while, and then just, take 2 or 3 at one time instead of just like, one every 4 hours or so. Or sometimes I do like 2 every like 6 to 8 hours. It doesn't phase me any to do that. Like I'm sick or puking or whatever. I may not be super active. I get kind of tired. But once I sleep a bit, I'm fine. About a day and a half of sleep. I don't ever get like cranky. It's just kind of like, don't want to do too much, just tired. I don't come in here and play for a couple days. I really don't do much. Just sit on the couch and just kind of watch TV and miss my fucking boo boo. Shit. Damn it, man. Not fair, not fair. No fair. Not fair, not fair. For that, I'm smoking some hash. I might drugs o'clock myself to sleep. Could always take a Ativan, Attaboy, Ativan, clonazepam. We're actually tapering that down because I'm not using as much as I could. She was heavy insisting a long time ago about trying to get that out of the system, and I'm not opposed to it. It's just like I said, I need it for when panic starts to kick in, because like I said, it's like this way they just put it, and it's just hanging back there, and then it'll start to crust and hit about, and then you just take one and pushes it back. Yeah. Um, I'm getting better about my panic anyways, at least sitting around the house. I don't go anywhere, so it's usually when I'm out and about that I need to calm down because there's so many fucking people. But I'll take one before I go, half of one, whatever. Um, but yeah, I can take 4 a day. I think, I don't know. I can take cut maybe, I don't know. I just know I haven't been as much because she said there's so many people in rehab for clonazepam as they are for opiates or anything else, and sometimes it's hard to kick. And I wasn't having a problem with it, so I was like, I might as well start tapering this back as little as I need. And so I've been doing that, and I've been doing really good. And she's like, are you not taking it? I'm taking it, but just nowhere near like. And she's like, why? I'm like, because you said that people are in rehab and shit, and I don't want to end up that way. Plus, my old doctor, she used to always count my meds when the first one that prescribed it, every appointment, and that was every appointment because she'd only prescribe a month's worth. She'd count them. And she's like, "You got your counter on?" I'm like, "Yeah." Actually, they were a little bit high, and she's like, "Are you taking it every day?" I'm like, "No, I'm only taking it when I get panic because you said." And she's, "Oh, just go ahead and take it at least one a day." And it meant I was tired as fuck for like a good week, 2 weeks. But after that, it was just like normal. And I definitely didn't have any panic about anything. I didn't have any panic about shit. And I've been popping the shit out of my neck. The more that goes, a lot of the pain is going away. A lot of the panic is going away and shit. A lot of the I hit something and normally it would cause a flutter here, and all of a sudden my fucking arms started doing the same thing. I'm like, that'd be weird if it's just been my neck pinching and I just pinched it in a new way. Instead of pinching and fluttering in my heart, it's now fluttering in my arm and weird shit like that. I felt a couple, so yeah, like right there. Like, don't fuck around, dude. No, I still have it, but is nowhere near as bad as it was. Again, I'm not going out doing a whole lot of shit, so who knows? I am exercising. Not a ton. I'm not going fucking crazy. I am fucking 49. Because I am 50, but I'm trying to like squeeze in 1 year of exercise before I say that. Because I'm 50 for fuck's sake. At 49, is like, I can do it 450. That's what, like 4 pounds. Seriously, it's going way fast too. Fucking loving it, man. I'm loving it. So I probably ought to start cooking some dinner. No, I just ate not too long ago. But I got it planned. I got some not pork, steak, short ribs. Steak, short ribs, and rice. Matter of fact, it's only 5 and it's light out. I let you probably walk through the store and get like another 3 gallons of water. I got rolls. And think about what to have for it. Ooh, onions for saute. Ooh, maybe some mushrooms. What else? What else? What else? Bell pepper. Fuck yeah. Oh, I love going. I used to hate going to the store stoned. Now I go in the store just high as fuck. I don't give a shit. I walk in that motherfucker like dancing and singing and shit. And I don't give a fuck. People look at me weird. I'm just like, fuck you. Because I have my earbuds in now. And now they're just double, just not even really there. They weren't really there before, but I could hear them. I was still beep up you. Oh dear God! It was around Christmas. I guess they're trying to write a new Christmas Carol because it was AI. It wasn't bad. It was weird. It was so fucking weird. I was walking in the aisle and it's like a really kind of Christmas song, and then it gets like this really kind of like intense, you know, it was just like way too clean, and everything was like all the singers were just like dead in pitch, and all the music was there, and it was just like no, 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 no. That's too right. It just made me go. It wasn't bad. It was just like it was creepy as fuck. Oh my God. It was creepy as shit. It felt like there was like a storm of subliminal messaging coming at me. It was fucking weird. I was just sitting there, I was like on the soda aisle. I remember very clearly I was walking on the soda aisle. I was like, because it was very cheerful. Hey, that's AI. It's good, but fuck me. Whoa. That's a spicy meatball. I tell you what. Welcome to Live Chat. Trying to think. Maybe I should roll now. Yeah, before it gets dark. It's been now. And this bowl's nearly cashed. So I'll be back in a bit. Onion, bell pepper, mushroom, some kind of rice. Maybe some beef rice or some teriyaki rice. I'll figure it out when I get there. I got some vanilla caramel creamer. Not as good as the caramel macchiato. Definitely paid too much for it, but that's alright. I'm going to Walmart soon. Actually, I'm just gonna order. Fuck that. Fuck on there. I do need to go to Meijer because they have the best price on hamburger. And the cherry coffee that I like. Actually, you know what? I need to send those 2 cherries that I got. They're decaf. I ordered decaf, but there was a mix up and they sent regular. And so I got to pay to send it back. It's like $12. Otherwise, I'd have 2 bags of the cherry that I like right now. Instead of this 2 of the caffeinated. Fuck. Fucky fuck. Like I wish I knew I could drink it without any fucking heart problems. Cause just open it, it's not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Wanna? Not gonna. They were first talking about how it's gonna be like a restocking fee and the shipping, and then I'd have to pay for the shipping back. I was like, oh, fuck no. So I contacted someone through. I was like, hey, I'd like to return this, but saying that kind of, I just want is that's just I get that a mistake was made. I don't think I did it, and you're gonna say your computer's gonna say that I did. So you can't say that. Oh, I see what happened. You know, I can tell you that my health depends on me getting decaf, and I checked decaf, and what's what? I guess they went over the orders in the past and saw that I'm increasing the amount of I'm ordering, not decreasing. They're like, yeah, just pay the shipping and get back here, and we'll pay for it. I'm like, I can do that. I don't know if this can be $12. I should go down there and find out how much it is tomorrow. Yeah, USPS. I guarantee it's like gonna be 12 fucking bucks. It's two little fucking like 12-ounce packages of fucking coffee. That ain't gonna be no fucking $12. They fucking. I got Wrangler Jones on the telephone. He says he ain't never coming. That was so great because we had like the hi, my name is. We had a party, and so I don't remember where I got it from though. But I that night I had hi, my name is Wrangler Jones. uh, I never even heard of Orlando Jones at that time. It was like 1995. Got Wrangler Jones on the telephone. He ain't never coming on. Oh Lord, I'm finna die. That shit just echoing across St. Mary's campus, dude. That was so fucking great. KSCL, the only radio station with a window you can fish from. KSCL, and I was just going through all like I just make up shit on the fly as I was going. And there was a DJ that lived in the area, and next thing I know, I was driving around listening to their shit. One, they're playing basically the set list I play. And two, they're like 99X, the only radio station, blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It's just like, you guys won't let me have nothing. Just nothing. You just take and take and take. It'd be one thing if you just like tip the cap or something, but like, no, that's a good idea. Right, that's why I do it. We're gonna do that. No, this isn't the Bluebird. You can have the blue. I'll make you a fucking Bluebird. This is different. It's me. This is me. You're boxing and selling me? I love that. It's got the E at the end of it. It's got like, why? Oh, fuck. Oh, I do feel much better. My head doesn't hurt anywhere near as much. There's a little catch right there. Once that goes, oh shit, it feels like it right there. Wouldn't that be fucked up? It just pop. It's gone. One day I can feel it. No, that's my knuckle. I always get hopeful when it does that. I'm like, oh no, my knuckle. But it's all in all, it's pretty good there. Let me see if the guitar is still going through. I know what I said. You leave me alone. Okay, that's going there and there. Speaking of store, I just stored that to the thing, and I'm gonna run to the store. I thought of a way to get that fuzz sound that I've been looking for, and I'm gonna see if I can do that. I'm gonna need the amp blocker. That one's got the closest to the sound, and it's got the tool that I'm gonna need. I thought of it today, how to get it. I was sitting there like, ooh, let's do that. I bet I could do it that way. So go to the store.